On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
Artistic Renaissance, Industrial Renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Enlightened.
Having or showing a rational, modern, and well-informed outlook.
Examples:
Enlightened age. Make an enlightened decision. The enlightened teacher taught the class about the importance of compassion and empathy.
Flashlight.
A portable electric light with a handle and a switch that can be turned on and off.
Examples:
Flashlight beam. Flashlight batteries. He used a backup flashlight to find his way through the dark cave.
Lantern.
A portable source of lighting, typically featuring a protective enclosure for the light source.
Examples:
Candle lantern. A lantern in the dark. The paper-covered lantern glowed softly in the darkness.
Caesarean.
Also known as C-section, relating to the delivery of a baby through a surgical incision made in the mother's abdomen and uterus rather than through vaginal birth.
Examples:
Caesarean delivery. Emergency caesarean. The caesarean recovery period can be longer and more challenging than a vaginal birth recovery.
Anesthesia.
A state of controlled, temporary loss of bodily sensation or awareness that is induced for medical purposes.
Examples:
Anesthesia for surgery. Local anesthesia. He is in general anesthesia under the surgeon.
Anesthetic.
A substance that is administered to a person or an animal to produce a loss of sensation or consciousness so that medical or surgical procedures can be performed without causing pain.
Examples:
Anesthetic injection. Local anesthetic. The dentist administered an anesthetic to numb the patient's mouth before the procedure.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Pervasive.
Spreading or existing throughout every part of a thing or place.
Examples:
Pervasive language. The pervasive odor of garlic. Suspicion and worry were pervasive in our minds.
Wield.
To possess and exercise power, authority, etc.
Examples:
Wield her authority. Wield a bad influence. They wielded enormous power and influence.
Embankment.
A raised structure or wall, often constructed of earth or stone, built to prevent flooding or to support a road or railway.
Examples:
Embankment erosion. Flood embankment. The cyclists rode along the canal's embankment, enjoying the scenic views.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
Reckless driving. In a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Predicament.
A difficult, unpleasant, or embarrassing situation.
Examples:
Tragic predicament. Predicament decision. He was in a predicament and didn't know how to escape it.
Sever.
To break or separate something by cutting, especially suddenly and forcibly.
Examples:
Sever a rope. Sever a positive relationship. He severed a branch from a tree quickly.
Memorize.
To learn something carefully so that you will remember it exactly.
Examples:
Memorize musical scores. Try hard to memorize the lines. Lawyers need to memorize even the most minor provisions of the law.
Brink.
The point at which something is about to happen, the edge of a steep place.
Examples:
Brink of war. On the brink. We were on the brink of a financial crisis.
Inkling.
A slight or vague understanding or idea of something, a hint or intimation of something, often something that is not fully understood or realized.
Examples:
First inkling. Inkling of hope. The news gave us an inkling of what was going on in the world.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Widen.
To become or make something broader, wider, more extensive.
Examples:
Widen in excitement. Widen a narrowed heart valve. He widened his investigation into a medical clinic.
Hardworking.
Tending to work with a lot of effort and care.
Examples:
Hardworking student. Retire from hardworking life. They sought candidates with hardworking and good-natured.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Disintegrate.
Break or cause to break into small fragments.
Examples:
disintegrate in an explosion. Disintegrate over time. The vase disintegrated into pieces when it fell to the ground.
Anarchy.
A state of society without government or law.
Examples:
anarchy in the classroom. Lapse into anarchy. The concept of anarchy has been used in literature, music, and other art forms to explore ideas about power, freedom, and rebellion.
Throw.
A severe or intense spasm of pain, such as a pang of childbirth or the spasms of a dying person, a period of intense stress or difficulty.
Examples:
the throes of a financial crisis. Throes of death. She writhed in the throes of pain during labor.
Rote.
Repetition of something to the point of memorization, especially of facts, without fully understanding it.
Examples:
rote memorization. Learn by rote. The students were taught math facts through rote repetition but struggled to apply them to new problems.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something, to give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Handicraft.
A skill or trade that involves making things by hand, often using traditional methods and materials, which include activities such as woodworking, sewing, pottery, and weaving.
Examples:
handicraft workshop. Traditional handicrafts. She spent her free time making handicrafts like pottery and crocheting to sell at the local market.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Ethic.
A set of moral principles or values that govern behavior.
Examples:
ethic principle. The Puritan ethic. The company had a strict work ethic and expected its employees to follow it.
Ambiguity.
The quality of being open to more than one interpretation, the uncertainty of meaning.
Examples.
Free from ambiguity. Avoid ambiguity in writing. The ambiguity in the instructions made it difficult for her to complete the task.
Glimmer.
A flash of light, especially unsteady or reflected light, a slight sign of something.
Examples.
Without a glimmer of truth. Give a glimmer of light. There is, however, a glimmer of hope.
Inflection.
A change in the pitch or tone of one's voice, a change in the form of a word to indicate tense, mood, gender, or other grammatical categories.
Examples.
Inflection in voice. Inflection pattern. The linguist studied the inflection of the language's inflection in speech.